He. Two. Two. He. Two. He.
So we all rolled over and one fell out. He nailed the bed and everyone said, roll over, roll over.
Labour Tory, same old story. Labour Tory, same old story. Smash the national government. Labour Tory Liberal, smash the national government. The Labour Party have nothing to change any of the Tory welfare reforms. They're for the bedroom tax, they're for wage fare, they're for benefit cuts and privatisation of the NHS. Don't believe the Labour lies, they're just trying to pull the wool over our eyes. The Labour Party are opportunists. Give us a speech, tell us how you're going to fight the Tories. You're not going to do that, you're all in it together.
Please show some respect for our speakers today. It took a lot of strength and courage to come up here today and speak publicly. So enjoy the day. Let's let Liverpool voices be heard loud and proud that we will not stand for this bedroom tax.
People of Liverpool, what the hell is bedroom tax? Just a joke for all right jacks? They will hit the single mums, leave them with their kids in slums, penalise a single dad who will tell his little lad. Disabled man has lost his leg, told to crawl and beg by Clegg. Mary lost her man today, now she's told that she will pay. Hit the streets with this revolt, blame the condemns, it's their fault. Politicians are to blame, every party's just the same. Council houses with all mod cons, up for rent by council dons. Let us all face the very facts, we won't pay your bedroom tax.
My name's Janet Bell. I'm a disabled lady with severe epilepsy and osteoporosis of the spine. In August last year, I had a vertical lift installed into my house because I couldn't use the stairs. The house was a 3-bedroomed house. Once they fitted the vertical lift in the house, it went through the ceiling into what they classed was the 3rd bedroom. During the construction of the lift, they knocked the wall down and the door down of that bedroom to install the lift, where virtually now it's a lift shaft. I've had the room measured, it's well below the legal requirement to be classed as a bedroom. I've been told by my landlord that they refused to reclassify my property into a 2-bedroom, which means I am eligible to pay for the bedroom tax. I've refused this. The government haven't thought this through at all. The poor, the sick, the vulnerable that are suffering with this, and that's why I support this fight against the bedroom tax, and I hope to God everyone here supports that. Thank you.
Next up, we have got Deputy Mayor Councillor Paul Brandt.
Today is a historic day for not just the city of Liverpool, but the nation as a whole. This is one of 57 protests up and down the whole of the United Kingdom. We are united, standing against an unfair bedroom tax. No, you take your turn, please, with everybody else, and give every speaker the opportunity to make their voices heard. If we don't stand together to defeat the government on this, we will undoubtedly not defeat them. It is untrue that people can move. People cannot move to deal with this problem, that there aren't enough homes to downsize into. Most social homes are 2 or 3 bedroom households. Liverpool Mutual.
Helen Goodman says you'll keep the tax.
Liverpool Mutual Homes.
What's your strategy to stop the bedroom tax then, Labour Party, mate?
Is he Labour scum?
If we vote for you in 2 years, the evictions will already have happened. Labour Tory, same old story. Labour Tory, same old story. Labour Tory, same old story. Labour
be silenced by anybody, whether it's David Cameron or anybody else. The people who are tearing out the microphone leads in the van, the people who are shouting, opposing the march today, they are not our friends.
Thank you very much, Paul. Next up,
Why don't you organise your own rally instead of piggybacking on the rally that they've organised?
Labour Tory, same old story! Labour Tory, same old story!
In my ward.
Same old story!
I'm not going to shut up. I'm saying it.
Until we have smashed the Labour Party!
the people that are shouting in opposition, the whole point of this gathering today was to unite Liverpool, and it guts me that yous are coming here with your politics, shoving it down our throats. This is not a political demonstration. This is a people's protest with Liverpool. So I can shout a lot louder than any of yous. You are disgracing Liverpool.
Hey, we can shout longer, don't you worry!
The bedroom tax is a policy that makes it political.
Labour Tory, same old story. Labour Tory, same old story.
Next up, we've got MP for Knowsley, George Howard.
When we were standing firm on behalf of the people of this area, where were they? I'll tell you where they were. For the quiet voice supporting the Tories and the Liberal Democrats. That's what they are. So what's the answer? The answer is pull the plug on the Tories, not on this meeting.
You're making the people of Liverpool pay for the crisis created by the bankers. You liars! You traitors!
The Wade family, if you please, who lost their son. Please show some respect as we welcome Lindsay up to the platform here. Thank you, Lindsay. And Barry, a husband.
Hi everyone. We are all here today with one common goal: to support each other against this middle-class coalition government. 2 years ago, we were given a new home after being in the private rental chain for 6 years with a severely disabled son. As you can imagine, we were happy. On June the 26th, 2011, my son choked in the garden. An ambulance got lost and we lost our wonderful little boy. Our world fell apart that day. A letter landed on our floor. This letter said we must now pay rent on the room our son slept in. It's a crime to be poor in this city. Barry has paid plenty of tax over the years, but ask for help and you feel you've committed a crime. If falling on hard times is a crime, then yeah, we are guilty, just like a lot of people in this city. I remember in Liverpool when people stood together and supported each other. What happened? This government wants us to fight each other, turn on each other. Let's show them that that's not what Liverpool does. David Cameron is Robin Hood in reverse. He doesn't steal from the rich to give to the poor. He takes everything from the poor, while the rich get looked after. Our lives fell apart. We lost our son. Barry had to break down. We feel victimised, bullied and downtrodden by a soulless, inhumane, cruel coalition government. If we do nothing, we don't get heard. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. Next up, we're going to have Councillor Barry Kushner, who's going to say a few words. Thank you, Barry.
We can shout and you can shout and scream if you like. I'm sure you will. But at the end of the day, I think the most important thing to keep in our minds are stories like that, because that is the kind of impact that the bedroom tax is making. And we need to. What we need to be clear about is the question about Labour supporting the bedroom tax. One of the things is that the Conservative government would be absolutely delighted to see that between us We are arguing amongst each other and shouting and screaming at each other. It's supposed to be a place that you come back to and you feel safe and secure from everything else that's going on around you. So this, because our home is our castle, is it not? And that perhaps is the most wicked attack that this is making on people who are living in social housing. There's a 20% increase in bus fares because of the subsidy that's been removed, and there are hundreds of thousands of people who are losing their benefits every week because of spurious reasons why people shouldn't claim them. The majority of come to Norris Green and come and help work with me to support people in Norris Green. You can take that down. I can hear you saying without that. Very right. That's a better voice without you screaming. Now just wait a minute and listen to the rest of this. So we need to go away from here, and we need to do more than just come demonstrate. We need to write to Democrat MPs and Tory MPs about this. We need to write to Labour MPs about this, because let's be clear, this is a tax the Labour government has to repeal when it comes back into power.
But it won't!
We need to write letters to the paper. We need to call phone-in so that this does not disappear from the spotlight of the media, so the government cannot take their eye off what is the most wicked attack on poor people in this country. And we have to do it for one simple reason, because the small number of people who have been attacked by this tax must know from all of us, including you, that they are not in this alone. So it is no to this government, it is no to attack on poverty and to poor people, and it is no to the bedroom tax.
It says Liverpool, and people want to tear it down! How dare you! This is my city, and I will say I'll protest where I want!
I know that some of you are very angry with the Labour Party.
Are you and your housing cooperative, venture housing, you are the vice chair of, going to be evicting people?
No.
You are not. You heard that here first. Venture housing will not
I know that
evict
you're very
anyone.
angry with the Labour Party, some of you, and that you feel we've come very late to this.
You have.
I will take that on my shoulders. I understand how you feel about that. It's taken us too long, but we are now here.
And what is your strategy to stop the bedroom tax?
Our strategy to stop the bedroom tax is to work as hard as we possibly can to force the government to scrap it. We're not interested in little bits of U-turns. We're not interested in pitting one group of vulnerable tenants against another. We want to see the whole sorry tax scrapped. All of it has got to go.
Stu Addison's massive cuts to the local budget.
Right, I'm no politician neither, but I'm a human being, and I think some of you here today are a disgrace to the city. I'm telling you what, they're laughing at us. We're supposed to be united and stand together. Liverpool's supposed to be shown the way. All we're doing here is pulling one another, and the government's going to get away with it. And isn't that what they want? Divide and conquer. I know the past, leave it in the past. It's the future of our kids and what's coming now, what we all should be uniting on. Not what days gone by, we didn't do nothing about them. Has been days. Let's stand up together, all of us. We all mean well. We're all here for the one fight. Let's stop fighting one another and unite as a party as we did do.
Listen, there's things I agree with here today, there's things I disagree with. I think the people who've been shouting over on the right hand side have got every right to shout the odds as well. These people have been going on for months and months and months. I'm gonna ask the question, where's the Labour Party? Where's the unions? You know? I live in Kensington, I'm a single dad, my daughter's 11 years of age, she turns up, she stays for the weekends, she stays for the week when it's holidays. It's not a house, it's a home, you know. I don't like the idea that people are being told to shut up. Don't be dissing certain people because they're saying certain things. You know what I mean? Stick together.
So Josh is going to say a few words anyway, so here you go, Josh.
People of Liverpool, unite and save your families from moving!
introduce Maria Eagle, MP.
Thank you. I've just come down from my advice surgery in South Liverpool. I've got almost 3,000 families affected by the bedroom tax. And I've got almost 3,000 families affected by the bedroom tax. I want us to join together to try and stop it from happening, because this is going to happen to people before the next election. There's no point in us saying we have to wait till the next election. We've got to put a stop to this now. This isn't really about dealing with under-occupation, because if you're going to do that, you'd build more houses. That's how you deal with under-occupation. This is about saving money. They know that people will not be able to pay it. They cut the housing benefit they get, and that saves money. That is what this is about. They're giving a tax cut to millionaires at the same time as they're doing this to people who are disabled people, who are vulnerable people. An immoral policy that we need to put a stop to, and the sooner the better. Thank you very much.
We're a group from Kirby, action group against bedroom tax. Got some competition here, but I'll carry on. There's 1,400 homes in Kirby that will be affected by bedroom tax, 4,000 in Knowsley, and today we'd like to thank Claire, Deb, for letting us have this opportunity to be here today. And the one thing that I have to say, they will try to divide and conquer. And that is what we have to say. It is not political, it's about the people, it's about communities, and it's about unity. And as a city, we've shown this unity, because if I refer to something that touches my heart, which we fought for 23 years, and we eventually got a decision on that, and we've got justice. And that is what we need, again and again, unity.
We're going to wrap it up now, because I think we've had all our speakers. I want to thank everybody who's spoken today. Everybody who's spoken today.
Thank you very much, Liverpool, for a massive turnout today. We are really, really pleased to have had you here. Liverpool, unite against bedroom tax.
Just hang on a second here, right? I'm not up here to make big speeches. I'm up here to explain to you, which hasn't been explained here today, that these people who sit here, stand here, who are addressing you here today, are carrying through cuts tens of millions of pounds that are affecting people in this city and further afield. It is your legal right, under law, under civil law, that you can lodge an appeal against this bedroom tax. If you lodge an appeal against this bedroom tax, it will be like the poll tax. Please stop the system. 660,000 families in this country are affected by this bedroom tax. We're calling upon every single person in this country to lodge an appeal against this bedroom tax. An appeal that will cost the local authority at least £4 million. And what we're asking people to do is not to be hoodwinked by these people here. These people are cutting your kids' school grants. And the reason why I'm standing up here today is because we were not allowed, people who are involved in the community, to get the bedroom tax. Not one single person. Not one single person was allowed here today to address you, and we know why. And what we're asking you to do is tell the people in the communities to get organised for a mass civil disobedience campaign and no registration against this poll tax, this bedroom tax.
Okay, so what's your name?
Deborah Power.
Deborah Power, and you set up today's protest, haven't you?
Myself and Claire, yes.
You and Claire. How do you think it went?
I think it went really, really well. I think it went very, very well, yeah.
Did you sort of imagine this many people or more people, or?
No, I was surprised with the turnout. Really, really pleased with the turnout. I didn't expect this many people. On the Facebook page it did say about 1,700, but obviously you take that down an awful lot. But I'm really pleased with the turnout.
What did you think about the sort of dissent that was going on, the divide? What was that all about in your book?
We knew that was going to be. We knew that was going to happen, and as I've said all along through this, I wanted a peaceful protest because I wanted the message to get across properly. But everybody's entitled to a voice. I think everybody should be heard. But that goes for the people who are speaking. That shouldn't really be shouted down, and you take your turn and you speak. But I understand where everybody's coming from, and you know, basically at the end of the day, we are all fighting the same.
Okay, so what was your overall message altogether?
My overall message, I would just say to David Cameron that I want the bedroom tax stopped. I want you to do a U-turn, and it has to be stopped. The policy is so unworkable. It's absolutely unreal. I don't know who did the maths to work this out. There's no social housing out there for people to move into. They're stuck in a no-win situation because they're going to have to pay. They're paying for it, and there's no way for them to move into. It's a very unreal, unworkable, and very, very cruel tax, and he's got to do a U-turn on it. And I'm determined that he will, and will continue to fight until he does.
That's great. So where can people go for more information about it?
Well, we're going to continue. We have a Facebook page. We're going to continue on a Facebook page. I'm tweeting continually on at Bed Tax Live. Which is the Liverpool side of it, and I'm going to continue to tweet on it, and I'm going to continue to protest in whatever way that I can until he actually does do a U-turn on it.